Right team, today we're going to go through everyone's favourite, a Bulgarian split squat. When you set this up, I would prefer if we could not use a bench, purely because of how high that is, and that kind of puts us in a bit of a weird position. So I like using something like a parallel. Some gyms have like dedicated Bulgarian split squat pads, and if not, you could always use a bar in a rack. So there's multiple different ways you can do it, and if you have to, by all means, just use a bench, kind of use what you have access to. Same things kind of apply. So when I set myself up for a Bulgarian split squat, I want to be the right distance away from this. And a really good way to think about it is when you like kneel down on the floor, you just want to make sure that everything's at kind of like a right angle to start with. Belly button comes across, and I just take this kind of tiny little hinge. So my head right now is aiming at like this. I can look at like this point in front of me, and I keep my head into that position. So as I go, my knee comes forward, my hips come back, and I'm in this hinged over position. So my head stays hinged, and all I am doing is literally bending my knee and just kind of allowing my hip to sit naturally where it should do. If you think about it, our glute currently attaches kind of up here, attaches down here, so it crosses our hip joint. If I stay really upright and allow my knee to travel forward loads, I've got this amount of kind of stretch on my glutes, right? But if I now take a hinge position and I go into there, I now have stretched my glutes far more, meaning that they'll be a bigger contributor to the lift. So when I'm moving and when I set up, that's the whole reason I put myself in this hinge position. When using a pair of dumbbells, it's going to be same as every other type of split squat or every other type of lunge. Belly button turns in, dumbbells are going to be either side of my leg, and I'm just going to come up and down like this. Mimic the foot pressure that you're going to be using when you do a squat. So I just like to think I'm pressing through my whole foot. Another way you can set up a Bulgarian split squat is using a bar and a rack and just using one of the hip thrust pads. When I set myself up, when I'm using this, I just want to make sure that, again, that joint of my ankle can just naturally roll around. So then when I'm in position, it just rolls nicely. And same thing, we want to try and keep all of our weight on this front foot. When using a bench for Bulgarian split squats, a really easy trick to kind of find the right foot position is put one leg straight out in front of you, and then you can just stand up. That will be planted where it is. That other foot can come up, and now I'm in exactly the right position I need to be in to do my split squat. But that's pretty much everything you need to know. My name's Charlie. This is How the Body, How the Mind. We will see you on the next one.